Hello Lava Lamps, this is Purple Plasma here for my very first proper decent video. Today we'll be playing FTL. Why aren't the thingies working? They're not up, what am I on? Sorry, let me just change this quickly. There we are, let's get some delicious music because I love the music on this. Right, okay, so this is a indie game. It's a sort of real-time strategy sort of thing with lots of cool things that I've played a lot and I've enjoyed greatly. The idea is that you're a Federation cruiser and you're trying to escape from these evil rebels seen here in the rebel ships. And so I know how to play the game, but I'm just going to show the tutorial for you folks who don't. Okay, so welcome to FTL. You are the captain of a Federation starship on a very important mission. The Federation is currently being torn apart by vicious rebels. Your ship is carrying data vital to the defense of the Federation. You will be travelling through dangerous sectors of the galaxy with the rebel fleet in hot pursuit. Make it to the X and beat each sector before the rebels can catch you. Your ship, the Kestrel, is the focus of the typical game view. The circular icons at the bottom of the screen are your ship's primary systems. Systems use power from the reactor, pointed at by the arrow. These are your ship's subsystems, these little ones here. Unlike the systems, they don't require power, but you can still upgrade them and stuff. So when you hover over, you get like a little thing, so you go doo 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 doo, and it all lights up, like nice and pretty. Okay, so next thing. So you have your sort of things over here. So you've got your hull meter, basically a health bar. You've got your scrap, which is your currency. You've got your shields, which are your shields. These things around you, the big blue things. And then you've got all your resources, and then you've got some things about your oxygen and your evading and stuff. So just some sort of stuff there. Right, okay, so now what it's telling us to do is it's telling us to power up, because we need to FTL out of here, but we can't because our engine systems aren't powered. So down here, when you light it up, you see the engines. So it's white, so it means it's not powered. So what we need to do is we need to power it. So we'll just use one power bar for the moment because we don't need two. So now it says the left engines are on. So now it takes, because when you do that, it takes the money for the power from the reactor over here and puts it into here. So it's rare that you'll have rare reactor space. That basically on this game never happens. But okay. Oh no, our engines took 2 damage. And also, which means also the hull took some damage, so yeah, not a good thing, but it doesn't really matter because we're just playing the tutorial. So now this is broken, that's why it's red. There's another stage as well when you've upgraded it that it will turn yellow, which means it's sort of like half damage and it's not working at full capacity. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get our crew, these guys. We've got Banks, Mara, Stick and Rosalie. Cool names, guys, cool names. So we can just select one of them to go repair it, or we can select all of them. And now we right click on over here and unpause it, and they just go running like ants. That was a little bit better, but I'm not sure why it's being laggy all of a sudden. Kind of annoying. Okay, because I did record this already. I'm literally just repeating what I've just done, but I was a moron and didn't record my stuff. And now it's being uber slow, which is making me sad. And now we're just really slowly waiting for them to come. Come on, go, go, go. Just go for the doors. It looks cool when you have a half decent FPS because they're just like they run like little ants, like. I don't think that's a really good description of how they're moving because that's the music. So now you can see they're in there and they've got the little wrenches. They're repairing the engine room. And so now if you look down at the orange, you get the yellow bar, which shows how much is repair. So when the first one is repaired, it will go to the previous powered state, so now it will go to 1 power. See how it's yellow? It's only at half capacity, so 1 is broken but 1 is working. So we can use it now, but we may as well wait for them to all finish fixing the whole thing, which they'll do in a couple of seconds. Done. Okay, so yeah, so these are our crew members, so it's just going a bit of fighting. So when they're fighting, because other crew members from other ships could board onto yours with a sort of augmentation upgrade thing, and you can beam onto theirs as well. So that you can do some quite cool combat warfare stuff. Also low oxygen because as you can see the ship has an oxygen supply, and also fire because there's fires as well. Hurt the crew, so the crew all have health bars. Some different crew. There's so like there's humans and there's other aliens and stuff. There's cool guys and stuff. So they will return to their last powered state, as the same with the engines. Some of the crew, because everyone that has like a little man head over them, also the weapons, but it's not powered. They can be powered. See, if you look, you can see the little like sort of computer thingies in the corners of the rooms that can be powered, and so we can take them to them. And I always recommend doing that. So oh no, there's a fire in the thing. It's a bit miserable for me because I've literally just done this, so I know everything that's going to happen. I can literally predict it like in Master Yoda or something. Star Wars is good. If you haven't watched it, you should, because it's like awesome and stuff. So now the fire. So what we can do is, because these are airlocks, got airlock, and because it's in space, obviously there's no oxygen, and fires require oxygen to sort of burn. You can vent all the oxygen out, and you can vent it to all these rooms through the little silver doors. And then the fire shouldn't burn, but this one's some take a lot longer than others. Come on, you're being bad for the video. There we are. So now we can close up the doors, and we can go. So now we can, now we need to jump out of this sector, because we don't want to be in this sector anymore. The sector's boring. So let's go to here. Let's get him to there. Let's get a guy on shields. Let's get a guy on weapons. Let's get him on heavy weapons, guy. TF2 reference, if you weren't sure there. Okay, and then when the pilot reaches his destination, pilot destination, mix up right there, and then we will beam to the next sector. Okay, come on, can you hurry up now, please? I mean, I also want you to get there eventually. Come on. There we are. So now the guy's ready. Each jump costs 1 fuel. This is the fuel meter, so you don't want to run out of that. Always make sure you have at least 10 in spare. So now this is so when we click on the jump button, this is the beacon map. And each beacon, these are the ones you can jump to with the little dotted lines. And so what we want to get to is we want to get to the handy exit beacon. So as we jump, first it will just say warning in the corner where I am now, and basically that's the rebels and they catch up. And so if they catch you, it's sort of a game of cat and mouse as well as you're playing normally. And if they catch you, then you have a very, very hard fight. And I mean hard. Last time I intentionally did it, I died. So I recommend not doing it and just staying ahead. And so now I've beamed into this area. You can tell by the music that there's going to be a battle. Oh my god, it's so laggy. Okay, so every new like location will have so you can do sort of thing. Sometimes there's just no choice, you have to fight, or other times you can sort of get these blue ones, which are really, really good because they have activated something with something you've got, like a crew member or something. Okay, so now every new location has an event like this, so we can either continue or we can click the special blue one, which would be good, but basically it just means that we're fighting anyway in the tutorial's case. So now we press spacebar to pause the game, which you'll pretty much do all the time, and then we power up our dual lasers from here. The dual lasers are here, and then what we do, they'll slowly lock onto their target, which will be obviously the enemy ship. So the enemy ship is seen here on the separate picture frame. And so what we've done now is we've used the targeting system to target their shields. This is because it's the same to ours, so weapons looks exactly the same. And so they have 2 shields, but our weapon fires 2 blasts. But we only have 1 shield, but their weapon only has 1 blast. So basically what it comes to is it comes to a stalemate of that they can't hit us and we can't hit them. So when the weapon charges, which will take forever. Come on, I haven't got enough left for recording time. It will fight, hopefully. Come on.